And welcome to another round of Sports Reviews. Tonight I'm reviewing day 2 of Wildcard Weekend, Super Wildcard Weekend. In chronological order, the 3 games today: Baltimore Ravens 20, Tennessee Titans 13, Chicago Bears 9, New Orleans Saints 21, and Cleveland Browns 48, Pittsburgh Steelers 37. We will start with the Baltimore-Tennessee game. Baltimore wins 20-13. The points were scored as follows: A.J. Brown with a 10-yard touchdown catch to make it 0-7 in the first quarter, and Stephen Gostkowski with a 45-yard field goal to make it 10-0. I guess he's automatic again. Kind of sad to see it. I love Stephen Gostkowski as a player, but to see him become automatic again with the Titans kind of sucks. It really does. Even though it wasn't bad in New England, or Tampa for that matter. Really, Brady couldn't bring him to Tampa? Damn. Whatever. Back to the point. Would have been better than Suck Up, because he missed a couple. Gostkowski would have been automatic, I guess, but they didn't want to take the chance. But back to it. Then in the second quarter, Justin Tucker with a 33-yard field goal to make it 3-10. Lamar Jackson with a 48-yard touchdown run to make it 10-10. Ties it up in the third quarter. Dobbins, the rookie running back with a 44-yard touchdown run. Almost read the last play. 17-10. Then in the fourth quarter, Stephen Gostkowski makes a 25-yard field goal to make it 17-13. Then Justin Tucker has a 51-yard field goal to ice it 20-13. That's the way this game would end. Honestly, the game wasn't great. Baltimore's defense won this game more than the Baltimore offense or Tennessee's defense. Baltimore's offense wasn't that great. I'm sorry, Lamar is still a fraud. 1 run touchdown. He wasn't great. Not at all. He's still a fraud, a complete and utter fraud. I don't care that he won his first playoff game. He won it by the skin of his teeth. And the fact that the Titans, after scoring 10 points, choked. Completely and utterly sputtered out. Like an old Hummer. Like an old freaking Jeep box. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on now. They sputtered out like an old Jeep. And you want to say Lamar's not a fraud anymore. He's still a fraud. He's going to get stomped out by the Bills next week. The Bills are a better team than the Ravens. And Josh Allen's better than Lamar. Lamar is still a fraud. They didn't do much to convince me otherwise. The game kind of sucked. The game did suck, let's be honest. Not great. Not what I expected it to be. I got this one wrong. I am 2-2 on my predictions so far this weekend. 0-1 on the day. But that would get better because in the second game, the Nickelodeon game, the reason why I'm wearing the SpongeBob shirt, you know what the meme is. Yeah. The Chicago Bears lose 9-21 against the New Orleans Saints. Not many scoring plays, but they were as follows: Michael Thomas with an 11-yard touchdown catch to make it 0-7 in the first quarter. Santos with a 36-yard field goal to make it 3-7 in the second quarter. Latavius Murray with a 6-yard touchdown catch to make it 3-14. Alvin Kamara with a 3-yard touchdown run in the fourth quarter to make it 3-21. Then Jimmy Graham scoring in the Superdome again with a 19-yard touchdown catch to make it 9-21. A little bit of window dressing, but not great. Not a great game. It was kind of boring, but the Saints did what they had to do. They did not turn on like I expected them to. I'm not scared of them. Breeze is still getting over his injury. Kamara, okay. Not great, but he was okay. Michael Thomas, okay. The players that came back, not really. I don't see it. I don't see the fire like they were earlier this year. They're not as good as they were in the first game against the Bucs or the second game. Taysom Hill made mistakes. They did not look that good against the Bears. They let the Bears hang in there for so long. I'm not scared of the Saints. I'm not. I think The difference between the Buccaneers game and the Saints game is that the Buccaneers at least were moving the ball. They were making offensive plays when their defense couldn't. The offense for the Saints really couldn't make plays, but the defense did. Difference is I don't think that defense is as good as the Washington defense. Honestly, this is a good sign for the Buccaneers, I will admit. But that game was a train wreck. Well, not a train wreck, but the play on the field was a train wreck. I actually enjoyed the commentary of Gabrielle, Nate Burleson, and Noah Eagle, Ian Eagle's son. I enjoyed that. That was fun. That was fun. It would have sucked even more if I watched it on CBS. You missed out on a good telecast if you didn't watch the Nick telecast. Seriously, you missed out on something good. That was amazing. Nate Burleson, my God, he's amazing. Now, that makes me want to see MLS have a game like that on Nick during the playoffs. And I hope to God I blow up enough on YouTube to end up being a commentator on that game, because that's my brand. I don't care if it's Toronto versus somebody, or LA versus Seattle, or Columbus versus New England. I don't care. I don't care. I'll do it. I'm an encyclopedia of the league, the teams, and the sport. It's my brand. That's my brand, alright? If you do it, you know who to call. I would gladly do it. I was always a Nickelodeon kid anyway, growing up, so... Was never a Disney kid. Really, I kind of see it like boys are Nick kids or Cartoon Network kids, and girls are mostly Disney kids. It's not... I'm not trying to be that way. I'm just making an observation, okay? So don't get your heads in a twist. I was making an observation. If you think I was trying to be wrong, I'm just making an observation. Only thing I liked off Disney was Gravity Falls. Yeah. But this game, see, that's how boring it was. I'm talking about the telecast and what I want Nickelodeon to do. What I want the channel to do. Not the game! Boring! Horrible! I'm not scared of the Saints, though. Not anymore. They won. They got the job done. I got the game right. There you go. That's 3 for 2 this weekend. 1 for 1 today. Yep. Now, the game that we're all waiting to see reviewed, really. Honestly, there was nothing to review these two with. Oh, no, hold on. That was the wrong side. That was last night's. I had them all written down, don't worry. I kind of have to. With a sport like gridiron football, yes. But here's the game we're really going to get into. So, Cleveland, 48. Pittsburgh, 37. Cleveland wins their first playoff game since 2002. On the road with a COVID outbreak. Did not tell you this was going to happen. Didn't I tell you this was going to happen? To the letter, I told you. To the letter, I called it. I called it. My predictions are better than we hoopins, it's true, because I called it. I called it. The Browns would win this game. They did win this game. The Steelers found a way to choke, snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. I knew it was going to happen. They pulled a classic Steelers and Steelered. The Browns won. I told you what was going to happen. They played down to them. They got owned early on, punched in the mouth, and they couldn't change it. Yeah, they came back a little bit, but not really. I'd say it was more window dressing. It makes it look better, but they still got slapped in the first quarter because the first snap of the game, horrible snap by Pouncey, goes into the end zone. Recovered fumble by Joseph to make it 7-0 for the Browns early on. Embarrassing. And that's the way this game would go. I knew it from then. that if the Browns scored on a fumble return in the end zone off of a bad snap, I'm like, yeah, they're winning this game. I knew from then, I'm like, yeah, I'm right. There's no way. There's absolutely no way that the Steelers win this game. Guess what? Continued to be right. Jarvis Landry with a 40-yard touchdown catch to make it 14-0. Kareem Hunt with an 11-yard touchdown run to make it 21-0. Kareem Hunt also with an 8-yard touchdown run to make it 28-0. And that was just the first quarter. In the second quarter, James Conner with a 1-yard touchdown run to make it 28-7. Okay, they're getting back into it or trying. Cleveland, Hooper with a 7-yard touchdown catch to make it 35-7. Pittsburgh at the end of the second quarter, Boswell with a 49-yard field goal to make it 35-10. They go into the half 35-10. More points would be scored. Eric Ebron in the third quarter with a 17-yard touchdown catch to make it 35-16. They missed the 2-point conversion. Juju Smith-Schuster with a 5-yard touchdown catch to make it 35-23. They miss another 2-point conversion. In the fourth quarter, Nick Chubb with a 40-yard touchdown catch. That was a great run. Thought he iced the game, 42-23. Chase Claypool with a 29-yard touchdown catch to make it 42-29. Cody Parkey with 2 field goals, 24-yard and 37-yard field goals to make it 45-29, then 48-29. And the game would end with a Chase Claypool 7-yard touchdown catch and a good 2-point conversion, 48-37. And the Pittsburgh Steelers lose. The Pittsburgh Steelers lose. Deservedly so. They got owned. They played down to the Browns. The Browns had 4 interceptions. That fumble return, the Browns played a perfect game. The Steelers sucked. They were outed as frauds once again. Once again, if it wasn't obvious by the 4 games they lost in the regular season to Washington before Taylor Heineke, Washington, Cleveland, 2 other losses that I can't place. You're telling me that team wasn't frauds? Now you know. That team was frauds. Ben Roethlisberger wasn't great. Juju, The best player they had was Chase Claypool. One player does not make a team, my friends. There you go. That game was a perfect indictment of what the Steelers are. What we know they are. Frauds. The 2020 Steelers will go down in history as complete and utter frauds. The Browns take their show, run their show at Heinz Field with the COVID outbreak with an interim head coach or well, not interim, but like a acting head coach. Because Stefanski has COVID, their players had COVID, they couldn't practice for like 3 weeks, and they run the Steelers show. I told you they were going to win this week. I told you that game last week wasn't as much of a fluke as y'all thought it was. Guess what? The Browns did what I thought they would do. They deserve to win too. I called it. I called it. I told you how that was going to go. If you were smart, you knew that's how it was going to go. Like, did anybody actually believe the Steelers had a chance? Now, could it have been a choke at the end? Yes, but honestly, this is way more satisfying. This is way more satisfying. This is gratifying. The Steelers getting slapped at home by a team decimated by COVID who just made the playoffs for the first time since 2002? Damn, this is gratifying. This is gratifying. No, this is orgasmic, honestly. This is amazing. I don't care. This is karma. This is karma. That's how good this feels. Now, really, Ryan, you choose that word? Shut up, okay? Nobody's going to watch till 14 minutes, and if they do, they're Steelers fans who are mad. So, hello. Hello if that's you, but honestly, no, karma like that, humble pie like that feels that good. It's not a joke. Well, it is a joke, but you get my point. It's a figure of speech. Humble pie like that. Me being right to the T feels that good. I thought we learned you don't question what I think. I was the only person saying that something like this was going to happen. Pat on the back because I was right. Now, people were saying, yeah, the Browns could win. Yeah, but people were like, oh, they're going to win a close game. They're going to win after a big end choke. No, not just continuously slapping them up and down the field. They almost had half 100 in a half. Well, actually. Well, yeah. Yeah. 35 is pretty damn close. Didn't think they'd get that close to half 100. The game went over by like the middle of the second quarter. Thanks to them. That was a masterclass. A masterclass. The Browns deserved to win that game and they won it. Beautiful. It was amazing. Beautiful to watch. That's what I'm gonna say. That was a clinic. That was a show of hope, belief, buying in. That's what you want to see. It's perfect. That is such a underdog story. You have to love it. You have to love it. So with that said, that's all I could say about the game. It was amazing. Honestly, that was amazing. The Steelers got owned and outed for what they are. So, with that said, my players of the game for each game, for the Tennessee-Baltimore game, Justin Tucker. For the Saints-Bears game, Cam Jordan. Cam Jordan. Not Mitch Trubisky. I'm not that. I'm not gonna say something stupid. At all. They could lie. I'm not. And then for Cleveland, Pittsburgh, I say Baker Mayfield. Because Baker was dealing tonight. So, with that, I was right about this game. I was 4-6 on my weekend predictions. 2-3 on the night, just like last night. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I won't lie. Hopefully we're better next week. We have a full 4-0 next week, and we'll see. So with that said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Tomorrow I will be doing a RSR for the National Championship, and maybe, just maybe, there'll be a little bit better quality because I may have my new phone tomorrow. So this could be the last video of my trusty, dear old iPhone 6. I know. 3 years. Well, 2 years and like 6 episodes. You've served me well. Old friend. And then like 6 years. Freshman year, sophomore, junior, senior. Year after I graduated, 2 years. 6 years? Yeah. You've served me well, old friend. I tried to play taps. I couldn't do it. I can't do it. So with that said, I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace.